the resilience sometimes doesn't just mean that you're going to get up and keep on performing and you're going to get up and keep on producing. Resilience sometimes means that when you're going through hard times or you're going through busy times, that you know how to also just pause. You know how to be able to accept that right now, I'm not going to be performing my best. Right now, I'm not going to be able to put something out. You know, for a month, I haven't been able to put out a video. Baruch Hashem, for good things. I flew into Miami for my son's brit. I was able to get a flight there, get a flight back for Shavuot. I was able to also, Baruch Hashem, be here for my son's bar mitzvah right after Shavuot. And we had also between the bar mitzvah and the reading of the Torah on Shabbat, we had my second oldest son got engaged. So it's a lot of smachot in 1 month and a lot of things that keep me busy, and there's a lot of responsibilities. Also, of course, we had the war. And the war meant that I had to, of course, make sure to make my room, the safety room, safe. The window of the safety room wasn't closing, so that took a few people to come in and try to we spent hours and I was trying to get that door closed. Many times I had sessions that I had to cancel because 10 minutes before the session, the sirens went off. I had to run with my whole family to get into the safety room. And weren't able to produce, to perform. I couldn't come to the Kotel. And the days here where we're day after ceasefire and I'm back by the Kotel, Baruch Hashem, to be able to pray again. I'm lucky to be where I am, who I am, and everything that Hashem has blessed me with. At the same time, not being able to coach, not being able to put out videos, not being able to write my articles has been hard for me. But I want to explain to you what it means to be resilient. Resilient, to bounce back, to stand up again, doesn't always mean that you're going to keep on performing, keep on producing, being your best no matter what. We are humans, and Hashem has a path for everybody. And those milestones that I was going through, of Baruch Hashem, being there for my son in Miami, being there for my son for his bar mitzvah, being there for my son for his engagement, being there for my family during the war to make sure that everybody's as safe as possible. All those things are milestones that we want to stand up to. Doesn't mean because we didn't perform in the area of my own career, of what's important to me, it doesn't mean that's not resilience. Let me give you an example of what resilience could look like. Imagine somebody's climbing a mountain, and as he's climbing, it starts to get dark. And he miscalculated how long it will take him to get to the top. And now that it got dark, he says, I have two choices. I can keep on trying to get to the top of the mountain as it's getting dark, or stay safe, wrap myself up in the blanket, not to slip on the ice of this snowy mountain, and just stay for the night, cuddled up. And wait for that time when there's going to be sunlight again, and I can continue the rest of the climb to the top. That's what resilience could sometimes mean. It could sometimes mean to cuddle up through the dark. When you're not able to perform, to put yourself on pause, ready for the time that you are able to perform. And that's also resilience. You see, we look around sometimes at things around us of what is success for us in our terms. And sometimes we can't reach our success of what's important to us. And it's okay. Because imagine Korach is thinking about, I want to be a higher spiritual level. And I can't be that higher spiritual level right now. And I see the Rashi says, with Korach, his one eye, he was able to see that coming out of his descendants is going to be Shmuel the prophet, who is greater than Moshe and Aaron together, as the pasuk says, Moshe ve'Aaron b'kohanav u'Shmuel b'korei shemo. And if I have a child like Shmuel coming out of me, it must mean I'm not going to fail in my fight against Moshe. And the word that's used in Rashi is eno hitato, his eye fooled him. Why does it say his eyes fooled him? Imagine you have to look at your two hands and put them out together and close one eye and try to see if they're a little bit further one from the next, and put them together. You'll see that you can't see the difference in the field of depth of vision when you have one eye closed. Two eyes gives us 3D vision. It gives us the ability to see depth, the field of depth. Eye is what Korach had his mistake. He was seeing with one eye. He couldn't calculate in how long I will reach my goal. and how long I'll be able to get to my desired outcome of what's spirituality to me. And that's what we have to sometimes become. People are a little bit more patient, to be able to sometimes wait for us to be able to reach our goals. The story of the Chafetz Chaim was once asked by a certain yeshiva from Lomze about a person if he's an appropriate mashgiach for that yeshiva. And the Chafetz Chaim recommended this person as one of his students. He said he would be a great mashgiach for the yeshiva. The Rosh Yeshiva of Lomze went back home, and then on Chol HaMoed he gets an urgent message from the Chafetz Chaim. I'm taking back my recommendation of this person written on Chol HaMoed. And this is very severe to write on Chol HaMoed if we don't have to. So he decides, let me go and find out, is there something wrong with this mashgiach that maybe I should not use him, and why is the Chafetz Chaim turning him down? And the Chafetz Chaim said, the reason why I turned him down is because he asked me, he said, I am having a hard time with my parnasa, having a hard time with my finances. And he was telling me how hard it is for him to deal with his difficulties in finances. And the Chafetz Chaim said that's the reason why I said you shouldn't use him as a mashgiach. A mashgiach is somebody who has to have endless patience. And being that this person is suffering from his parnasa and coming to me and complaining about it, it means that he doesn't have endless patience. You see that? It doesn't mean he's not a good guy. But to be the mashgiach of yeshiva, you need to have endless patience. And that's the question for you. Do you have endless patience for yourself to get back, to produce again, to perform again? Because if you have the patience, if you cuddle up when it's dark, you'll be able to get to the top of your mountain.